everybody, this is RoyDavid123 with another Redstone tutorial, and today I have my first brewing machine. So yeah, this is it. They are tileable and they are 3 wide each. So I have 3 right here next to each other, and here's the on and off switch. And right now I don't have anything in this chest, but I do have 3 in there. Same thing with all this. And let's start it up. Won't be long before these potions are taken out. New potions are put in, and the ingredients are put in order. Alright guys, so it is about to be, the last one is about to finish, and all these chests are filled up. It's been about 20 minutes, which is the maximum efficiency, because each ingredient takes 20 seconds. 4 ingredients, 4 times 20 is 80 seconds, and then let's say 0.5 seconds in transition time, and that brings you to 20 minutes to fill up a whole double chest. That may sound like a lot, but it is the most efficient, and it's about to finish up. We're on the 3rd ingredient, halfway through. Now I strongly advise you to turn it off after it is done, because things get a little messy if you don't. You might have to reset the ingredients, they'll stack up on each other, and it'll just be a real pain in the butt. So as soon as this is done, and it switches out, you can turn it off, and then turn it back on when there's more empty slots. Alright guys, so now that we see how it works, and we can see how efficient it is, we're gonna take a look at it from the inside. So here it is without the skin, and it's pretty compact. It's 3 by 6 and 5 high, 5 tall. So these are tileable, so you can put them right next to each other. And let's see how this works. So the input signal is from here. Now this turns off this torch, which turns off this line, and inverts this, so it lets potions through, and it lets water bottles in. And after that it turns off and doesn't let anything through, so the water bottles are stuck, and powers that. So over here it powers this repeater, which powers this and powers the dispensers. The first dispenser, second dispenser, 3rd and 4th one go into a hopper into the brewing stand. Now there's a little bit of extra redstone here, and this is just to make sure that it turns off if there's nothing in the chest. So we can show that really quick. If I can double click properly. Okay, so now that there's nothing in this chest, this comparator output's off, and which inverts and it locks this repeater so that ingredients aren't dispensed every update. And it also turns on this redstone torch, so this can never be unpowered by the input. So that's how it works, and let's get on with the tutorial. One more thing before the tutorial. This has a really easy refill system, and that block is there just to make sure the water bottles don't go into the hoppers, but all you do is fill up your inventory with whatever you want, get your glass bottles, and right click at the half slab, and boom, you just spew out water bottles, and they'll slowly go in, and you just keep spewing them out until the hopper is full. Alright, so the first part of this tutorial is this part right here. This chest, the hopper, the brewing stand, and this circuit down here. So by starting off, you want 2 chests, hopper pointing into it from the back, brewing stand on top, and from there you want a repeater into that hopper, another hopper into the brewing stand coming from the side, a block there, redstone there, and then you want a block here, redstone torch. Let me grab that real quick. And a block there. So that pretty much sums it up. And over here you want a L-shaped thing with it going down like that to power it. Now the next part is the dispensers and powering system. Alright, so from this hopper you want a double chest, and that is where your water bottles are going to be. And it's really easy to place with the chest there. Just shift click and do 2 right there, block right there, and you can stand on top of the brewing stand, and 2 droppers like that, and hoppers. This hopper is optional, but if you don't do it, make sure you have blocks around and a stair here or something so that you can still access the chest. But I strongly advise you to just put a hopper. It's not that expensive. You can compact it that way. And to power these, we're gonna have 4 ticks there, just a redstone dust there, and then a block, another block there, and a redstone repeater. So that is what is going to power this system right here. One last thing, you need a redstone torch to have the input on the bottom. The next part is to check if the chest is empty and do what we need to turn it off. Okay guys, so this part is very simple. You just have a comparator into a block, a redstone torch there, a redstone on top, and a repeater into that repeater. Yeah, that's it. Some finishing touches, you want water hoppers to add the refill system from here. We can only do it from this side because on the other sides the hopper is powered and it just complicates things. So yeah, that's the refill system. Make sure you put a block here so that water bottles don't randomly spew out into there. And it's done. The last part is to build like 100 of these, whatever you want. Probably not necessary, but I'll show you next how to hook up the clock and the pulse extender. So now that you have made all of these things, and well, you can't really do anything with them, so to actually have a clock and run them, you want to connect all of them. Pretty easy. Just blocks all the way down, redstone on top. And then, at the very end, right here, you want a block, and you're gonna do this 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And on those blocks that are on these blocks, you want redstone repeaters with ticks on 2. Now this is a pulse extender to make sure the hoppers have enough time to send items through. Now from the end, you want a redstone torch. If you already put your ingredients in, I advise you to break all the redstone torches. All the redstone and connecting them so you don't mess everything up. And yeah, from there you want 2 redstone dust, and then put a block of redstone right there and make a hopper facing into that block and a hopper facing into that hopper. It might be a little hard to build it in air, which is what I'm doing, but it'll be easier if you're underground or on the ground or whatever. So you need blocks there and hopper comparators facing out from the hoppers into blocks, which is next to redstone, and a piston on both sides. Does not have to be sticky. And now, you need to have 3 stacks and 14 items for this hopper timer. Just put them in either one, and it should start working. To add a turn off and off switch, just put 2 blocks there, and then just make it go to your lever, wherever it may be. Mine's just right here. And it should be working. It should work right now. Some final touches, just add your redstone. You might want to turn it off at first. Add your ingredients. Now, this is a little tricky. So, the bottom one right here is the first ingredient, and then this one is the third ingredient. So, this one's the first, this one's the second, this one's the third, and this one's the fourth. Don't forget to fill up on your water bottles, and your brewing system is done. Now, all you have to do is add a skin to it, and it's good. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. This has been Roy David 123 with a Redstone tutorial.